Yeah, this is the T-welds, FCAW, or flex core welding that we are doing. This is the first assignment walkthrough. So you guys are going to be creating a shape that looks something like this. Should be very similar to this, actually. So you need 5 2-inch pieces. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they all need to be 2 inches. Um, 8 multi-pass welds. These are T-welds specifically. So what we're looking for there, I don't know if I'll be able to show this on the screen or not. Each spot, front, back, sides, all sides of where the T-welds are going to be, you're going to have root pass, which you can see it's right in here, and then there's a second pass that goes over top of it. With the second pass, I only want you going halfway. This is to show that you have a quality root pass, and then it's to show that you are capable of doing a multi pass or a second pass over top of it. The root pass, you are able to just go ahead slow, pushing it ahead slow, making sure that your gun is at the right angle, which is a 45-degree angle coming out of there, and slightly pushing. And then on the second pass, you want to get a weave motion, which if you have any questions on that, you can check out the last assignment. The owner's manual or operator's manual had several ideas on how to do a weave pass. If you can't remember what those are, or I'm not available to answer your questions. The next category on this is that you need 8 straight welds. So I have just single straight welds. You might want to do these first, actually, because if you can't weld straight, then you're definitely not going to successfully achieve the T-welds. And then you need to weld your name on it. So my name's short. That was easy to do. If you're one of your names, either first or last, doesn't matter if you have a nickname that actually makes sense and is going to make sense to me as you hand this in for a grade, then cool, go with that. When you go to put this together, I highly recommend you tack weld it on the ends of it. So if you tack weld here, the whole thing is going to pull a lot. And remember, you're tack welding on both sides, and then you can do the full weld. So tack weld this whole thing together with multiple tack welds, and then go ahead and start welding. But still, how you weld, you need to be purposeful, because when you weld on one side of the T-weld, if you haven't already welded the other side, it's going to pull. So wherever you weld first, if it's not properly supported with tack welds, it's really going to pull and distort. You need to start practicing controlling that distortion. So this is the rubric. This is available for you guys to see on Schoology, and this is due next Friday. The longest part of this, or hardest part of this, is probably going to be just getting everything cut out and put together correctly.